Greetings, Professor, and anyone who is viewing this prototype. My prototype is striving to be a flight simulator type game with a blast of action against AI alien fighters to save humanity. What I have to show off so far is the map layout, the basic steps of how the player will be introduced into the game, and what the coding is in the different game objects. So first, we have the world that the alien invasion takes place in, which is starts off on a small island in the middle of the ocean. Who knows which ocean? It's a game. And here you can see the basic layout of the island. I wish I'm not the greatest editor, and I wish I could, I would definitely put in a lot more time for the real game to make a real island and put a secret base, make it a base, and all that jazz. Next, when we have the jet, which is our player, which takes off the landing pad and into the skies. And then from the player in the island, we have the actual alien, the mothership that is causing all the problems with a sort of sci-fi background, because the introduction will sort of have this not so much of an animation, but rather just a quick dialogue of, oh no, these guys are attacking us, and we need to do something. Okay, so first, the easiest one will be to show off for what I've done for coding is the health on the mothership. It's a pretty basic system where it just has a set number, and once it gets damaged, that however many times it'll get destroyed. With the mothership, I wish if I had given myself a lot more time, I would have built enemy units that you would have for the prototype and to sort of show off what they would do. But basically, there would be two different enemy types, and then in the water floating around would be sort of not other ships, but not really ships that would act as shield generators for the mothership. And so the objective would have been to destroy the enemies or destroy the generators, whichever one got in the way first, and then you would move on to the mothership to take it down. That way it's not just an easy element of just going over and shooting the mothership while you have the enemies chasing you. And now the actual piece that sort of makes the whole game sort of come together, which is the plane. Or well, in this case, the player. I would love to show you it in action, but unfortunately, when I was trying to get the coding to connect with the animations that came with it, there was because I did the flight controls first because I believed it would be easier, and I didn't realize there was animations until I had reopened it up and was looking at the plane description. And when I tried connecting all the pieces, the Jenga tower fell apart, and I have not been able to been able to find the piece that was keeping it together. And that is Zerifis' space race. Yeah. If this were my final project for a real game, there's obviously many things I would definitely work on, which is getting the AI for the enemies implemented, the enemies' abilities implemented, a better looking world, as being a beginner designer does not look the greatest in your early stages. But a lot of actually making the game enjoyable versus just making it something being like, hey, look at what's in my box.